Welcome to the House of Low podcast, aka the Abundance Sanctuary. It is the Abundance Sanctuary. I do everything in my power in this vessel, in this body, to emanate abundance out and to create a space where it just feels abundant. So I hope you're feeling it. I am really pumped to talk about this topic today. And I have a sacred invitation for you. And if you're listening to this, and if your heart chakra pings, or if your body starts to get chills, or if you start to get really excited and you feel the nudge, you feel your soul from within your body going, yes, yes, full body, yes, you know this is for you. So here we go. One of my dearest friends, Sucha, actually requested that I talk about this. And I'm really excited to get into this topic. And it also is going to lead into a very special program that I'm going to be launching. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Light leaders must be wealthy. If you are on planet Earth currently, which you are if you're listening to this, although the angels listen to it and the guides and the beings and all that. But if you are on Earth at this time and you have found me and you are listening, you are a leader. You are a leader for the new Earth. You are here to anchor in ancient codes from your soul to bring forth the light into our collective consciousness. What does that mean? You know what it means, but I will further explain it to the egoic mind. Everything we see crumbling around us on this earth is because it must. It is the crumbling of old ways of being, old systems, hyper-individualism, violence, oppression, scarcity, fear. And the systems are crumbling and towering because on this planet, we are in the third dimension in physical form, and things take a little time. And they also can take no time, and things can shift instantly. And it really is a both and. And I am here to help humanity understand the nuances and the complexities of living in the world of form, and that everything is both and. We are conditioned to believe in either or. We are conditioned to believe in this or that, and that is to keep us trapped. It is both and. And when you have billions of people that are transcending old wounds, old karmic patterns, huge cycles of ancestral pain and generational trauma, and when you have an entire planet that has been anchored in fear, scarcity, and the vibrations of lack consciousness, it's going to take a little time to make those big shifts. So let's everybody just anchor into that. It is important that we understand and honor the space that we are in, and that there is a process to this. But regardless, we are all here for this very reason. What I am incredibly excited about is helping leaders in the world, light leaders, leaders that are here to anchor in the light, to anchor in the higher vibrations as the planet ascends, to help their fellow humans with their unique gifts. What I am excited about is to help support you in calling in the money, the resources, and the people that you need to complete your mission, to use your gifts, to be of service, to step into pure divine leadership. There is this notion on the planet, this notion in our culture, this belief that's deeply programmed and embedded, that money is bad. Yet it's something we all need to live here, at least for now. It will change. But for now, we have this currency that we invented that really is a neutral energy. The energy of abundance is neutral, okay? And what I mean by that is Money has no preconceived notions of how it is to be used. It is up to us. And we see numerous ways money is used and abused throughout the world and throughout history. So I think we can all agree on that. But money itself is neutral. Money itself is an energy that actually wants to support us, wants to support you in your mission, wants you to feel free. But we co-create with money. So while money on its own starts out as a neutral energy, when we start co-creating with it, when we start building a relationship with it, when we start writing letters to it, when we start looking at it, when we start feeling it, when we start visioning what we can do with it, what we can experience with it, it becomes a relationship that we co-create. And all of a sudden, the energy of money starts to shift into our field. It starts to acclimate to our desires. It starts to bend time and expand opportunities. And people fall into our lives that bring us money or opportunities or resources, or ideas that bring us money and resources and opportunities, or people that can help us bring something to life in sacred collaboration and co-creation. And boom, you have just found yourself in the middle of the synchronicity of money, of the synchronicity of abundance, of the flow of synchronicity orchestrated by your higher self in co-creation with the divine source, God. This is the reality that is underneath all the bullshit in our culture and in our world that is keeping everyone oppressed and suppressed from their power. God is channeling through me a little bit right now, so I hope you feel that frequency. Lack is an invented concept that is not real. And every second of every day that you decide it is, you will have that experience. We're that powerful. We are so powerful as souls incarnated in physical form that if we believe something, it is true. And I talk about this every chance I get because I'm reminding my human self as well. We are being asked to have next level self-accountability, personal responsibility for the power we hold. Money is one manifestation of abundance that can physically happen on Earth, on the physical plane, in form to support us. But abundance as a frequency can support us in a number of ways. And I think what's really important is to expand what you consider abundance. Expand what you think abundance is beyond what the Webster Dictionary says online, because I know it says it's about money. And guess what? Humans invented that. Abundance is a frequency that is as high as the divine source God of all that is, as the creator itself that created all of our souls, as the creator itself of which we house a fractal of it in our physical body. If you choose with your free will on this planet to believe you are that powerful, you will be wealthy. It's that simple. We are watching and have watched, even before a lot of us that are alive right now were alive. We have seen throughout history on Earth, we have seen currently now that it feels certain industries or certain people with certain skills are more rewarded with money, seem to make more money, seem to have access to more opportunities, seem to be given more money, or somehow money just comes to them. And what I'm asking you to do in this moment is put all of that aside, because those are our projections and those are our perceptions. We don't really know the truth of what is happening in someone's world. We have to stop generalizing around money. We have to stop limiting ourselves with what we think is possible in terms of how money can come in and how abundance and support can come in. What is important for you to anchor into is abundance is synonymous with support. It is the divine, the higher realms, your guides, your angels, your higher self, bringing you forms of support to carry out your mission on this planet, which will be 70 to 90 years. I think I talk a lot about the soul. I talk a lot about us being in this temporary body. I talk a lot about death because I want us to understand the sacred urgency on the planet right now. I want us to not be afraid of death because it's not what we think. This form will dissolve. While I am in this form, what am I going to do with it? One of the gifts I have been divinely blessed with in this life is a very powerful voice. It's taken me a very long time to honor that I have a powerful voice, that somehow the divine has blessed me with codes and ways that words I say and the way they come through and the way I channel and the way I feel, it just hits people. It hits their hearts. I have had to open myself fully up, strip all the programming out as much as I possibly can, which is an ongoing journey, so that I can honor and accept and believe in the power of my voice to use and to also call in money because it's worth that. It's worth money. My gifts are worthy of being supported with money. Really take that in. Can you sit here as a leader on this planet, as a leader of light, as someone who has divine gifts, as an old soul, as someone that is here with codes that the earth needs to ascend? Can you sit here and accept that you are gifted? And one step further, can you sit here and accept that you are deserving of money supporting your gifts to spread throughout the world? We will never use our gifts if we don't believe we have them. Let's take it a step further. Say you are very aware of your gifts. Say it's been reflected to you one too many times where you can't deny it anymore. Clearly you have gifts, or a clear, gift that comes to the surface a lot in conversations that affects people. What good is it doing if you're not using it? What good is it doing the world if you don't see the power of your gifts? What good is it doing the world if you think you're not good enough, or if you think you can't charge money for it, or if you think you won't be supported in it? Why would you have the gift if it's not supposed to be penetrating the world? Why would you have the gift if it's not supposed to be talked about and used and helping people and public? Those of us that are here during this time with very large missions and very big gifts often hide, yours truly included. It's all I have done for the last 34 years. I've had blips of being seen, and then I go right back into hiding because our mission feels big and it feels overwhelming. Our power feels overwhelming. Our gifts feel overwhelmingly hard to anchor into the current economy and systems, and we just feel straight up out of place here. And I am telling you, that is the point. What I have had to learn is I have to be okay with standing out. I have to be okay with being noticed. I have to be okay with seeming different. I have to be okay with triggering people when I'm in my power and my gifts. That is the cost to being seen, if we're going to even call it a cost. The reality is the rewards far outweigh the cost to our ego of being seen. There is a shift happening on the planet right now. It's been happening in 2023 very potently, where people's spiritual gifts are turning all the way online. And a lot of us have been spiritually awakening, the last 5 to 6 to 7 to 10 years. But this year has opened up aspects of our gifts, more of the truth of the problems in this world and the hidden issues that are now bubbling to the surface rather rapidly. And it's obviously creating a lot of chaos. At the individual level, a lot of us are experiencing our intuitive gifts opening up, and we're becoming much more sensitive, much more emotionally aware, much more spiritually aware of what's going on. You know, walking into a room, not only feeling the energy of the room and the emotions, but literally knowing what is happening and what needs to happen. These are our superpowers. And if you're listening to this podcast, you are a leader of the light. You are a light worker. You are a leader. You are extremely gifted. You are spiritually in tuned. You are living lightly from your soul as best you can at this point in your journey. And now it's time to take it 10 steps further. I'm all for being in our own process. Lord knows I have self-sabotaged for years. I have let myself go through many phases, many deaths, many rebirths, and there's many more to come. But what I know is this: even after another year of death and rebirth, next level endings and death and things that were so painful for me, once again, I had to navigate my way through. What I know is this: sacred urgency is still the time at hand. I said this in the very beginning of the year in one of my Instagram live videos, and here I am full circle 10 months later with the same message. This is sacred urgency on the planet. And what I mean by that is your mission is now coming online to your conscious mind, not your unconscious, not your dream space, not when you're astral traveling, not in your heart and your soul, but like it's not consciously here. It is now becoming conscious, and you're seeing it, and you're noticing likely that people are falling out of your life, or things are starting to feel sticky that you once were down with or once were okay with. Ways of being, routines, business, career, relationships, life, where you live, your home, your body. You're probably noticing changes in one or more of those areas, if not all of them. And that is because your mission is coming more online in your conscious mind, and your higher self is saying, remember what you came here to do. You are here to help this planet ascend and to come into community with your soul family, you know? And that is the biggest gift. We are not here to do this alone. We are not here to carry all of this on our shoulders. We're not here to not be supported. We are here to use our unique gifts in this unique vessel that our soul chose, that is uniquely coded to activate and use our gifts in the physical world publicly. And we are here to be supported by our soul family in co-creation and collaboration. That is why so many of us are meeting our soul family like rapidly, or people in our life that we never even realized were soul family are coming back around, and the relationships are deepening, which is so beautiful. I've had a few of those experiences this year alone. And this is our time to heal scarcity and fear that is embedded in the culture and in our consciousness, where we've been programmed to believe we can't trust anything or anyone, and we definitely can't trust ourselves, and we definitely can't trust the divine. Because what I can't say enough is, if you don't trust yourself, that means you do not trust the divine. If you don't trust yourself, that means you do not trust God. And that is something that every individual has to come into their own understanding of and transcend whatever that fear is. Self-trust is an ongoing thing that we build upon, right? And with every risk we take and every intuitive nudge we get that we follow, the self-trust strengthens until one day we're fully embodied in our physical vessel, and boom, we trust. And that can happen right now with you just deciding. But I honor that things take time, because our mind and our ego is slow. It's just what it is. You did not come here at this time, which is a very intense time on earth, to struggle financially. You did not come here at this time to live a life full of loneliness. You did not come here at this time not understanding and not living in a very big purpose. You came here for the big life. You came here for an epic life on this planet as we anchor in the golden age timeline and as we anchor in the new earth. The new earth. This is not a buzzword. This is not a buzz phrase. This is real. And those of us that are here to create it know it. And it's this inner sacred urgency that we've had all our lives. And now we're adult and we're awake and we get it. And now we're like, holy shit, this is all real. We really came here to do this. This is really happening. And so much of this shit in our culture is it's all lies, right? So money is here to support you. Resources are here to support you. Other people are here to support you. The divine is here to support you. I want you to remember this. Abundance is within first. Abundance specifically, and deepening your trust in abundance, deepening your trust that there is plenty for everyone on this planet to live a happy, healthy, thriving life. It is a knowing that every person has to choose to anchor into their physical vessel. Because if you look around at the culture and the media and even other people in your lives, your family, your coworkers, certain people that maybe you feel just aren't on your wavelength or are still very programmed, you will find scarcity consciousness everywhere. You will find lack as a vibration, as a way of being, as a way of thinking everywhere. It's still very strong on this planet. But understand this, my loves, that is a conscious choice that each human is making with their free will. Because who decided that? The reason I recommend reading A Happy Pocket Full of Money is because that book is one of the first books, and I think one of the best books, that simply articulates that we made up this currency, and because we believe it has value, it does. And we exchange it every day. And there's Wall Street and there's all this crap that's like, what is even all this stuff? It's numbers, it's figments in the air. It's not real, right? So when you see a dollar bill or when you see any form of money, just know that that only exists in that form because the collective believes it's real. And the book taught me, one of the first, resources that taught me that anything could be currency. This candle, if candles all of a sudden were the currency tomorrow, everyone would be rushing to get as many candles as humanly possible to use to exchange. What this does, this is one tiny step, but what this does is it helps disarm your defenses with money. It helps break down the walls and melt the barriers with money that often we learned from our family, from the culture, from other people, from the media. We learned that in this world or in this country, people around us believe there's not enough. They believe in something called scarcity. Okay, I guess that's the truth. I guess I believe that too. Right? No. No. I am so proud that I am a rebel, that I was born a rebel, that my soul has lived so many lifetimes, and it is truly like, fuck it in this lifetime. I literally have no fear. I'm just so tired of the lies that are fed to humanity by the dark forces on this planet and by the old ways and old order, because it's going. And it's trying to claw its way to the top once again, and it's not going to win this time. There's too much light on the planet, and the planet's been selected for ascension. And remember, the most powerful force is the creator. So when you anchor all that in, which I know sounds big, but it's not, you can handle it. You're strong. You're a leader. Remember, this is not overwhelming. I'm tired of us hiding and getting overwhelmed. That's what the energies that are not of the light want, so that we don't anchor in our light and the dark forces win and the old ways of being win, and fear and scarcity consciousness win again and again and again. I'm tired of it. We are not going to be overwhelmed. It's not that overwhelming. We are here to anchor in the frequency of God. Let's just simplify it. We're here to anchor in the frequency of God on this planet that will lead to peace, that will lead to abundance, that will lead to co-creation, that will lead to deep healing and actually thriving in a human body on this earth for however long we're supposed to be here. That's what we're doing. It's really that simple. And if you struggle to believe that's possible, you've got to start there. You have to start there. That leads into my sacred invitation to you. This just dropped in today from the divine, and I'm going to do it. And I'm ready, and I'm so excited. One of the things my company, House of Low, which is a sanctuary for the soul, is here to do is create sanctuary, safe space. So the reason we're overwhelmed, the reason we're hiding in the closet, the reason we're so sensitive is because we don't feel safe on this planet. My vow to you is that I am creating a safe space for you. This is safe. You are safe here to be exactly who you are, exactly who you're coded to be in this lifetime. Show your gifts, be the powerful soul in a human body that you are right now. So one of the pieces that I'm here to do with that is create group sanctuaries. So smaller groups that are here and ready to dive deeper into this work with me in a smaller container. So my invitation to you is to join me in my very first group sanctuary, which is called Divine Abundance Codes for Light Leaders. Let's just take that in for a second. This container, call it a mastermind, call it whatever you want. This container is uniquely coded for what I'm uniquely coded to bring through, to anchor in and activate abundance within your field, within your energetic field, within your physical body, so that you can attract more money, support, resources, and people that are here to help support your divine mission on this earth. If that resonates with you, if you feel a nudge, like I said at the top of the episode, if you feel a ping, if you feel chills, if you're getting a message, if you're getting a yes, if you're getting a full body yes, I encourage you to reach out to me as soon as you hear that, as soon as you feel that. Because your egoic mind is going to jump in and go, no, there's no way, don't listen to that, in about 3 seconds. If not, it already has. It's just part of it here. It's what it is. It gives us the tension in the human body to have an ego that fights with us all the time. Cool, great. We're here for that. It makes it a little harder on the soul, and the soul loves to learn. So the soul's like, yay, ego. So I am going to put some details up about this. I am putting this invitation out to my podcast listeners first. So many of you have been with me for 2 years now. We just reached 10,000 listeners, 10,000 downloads. I am completely honored, shook by all of it, because I have gone through so many phases of death and rebirth. I have been a hot mess throughout the last 2 years in different phases of my life. And then I've been in huge phases of my own power. And then I went down the death route again. And I've been reborn 6 times. And you guys have been here since the beginning of this, when it had taken me 9 years before that to even launch a podcast. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I want this to be an exclusive to you first. And if you are interested in learning more about the group sanctuary and, what some of the details are, I would really love if you would email me at lauren@houseoflow.co. Lauren, Lauren @houseoflow.co. You also can send me a DM on Instagram if that's easier for you, @houseof_low. This is going to be an epic container. God is bringing through a lot of codes for me to bring to you around abundance, the truth of abundance. And yes, it's fully about anchoring in physical abundance in your life. Yes, money. Yes, support. Yes, resources. Attracting collaborations, attracting relationships, attracting anything that will support you abundantly in your mission to use your gifts on this planet to help Earth ascend. And if you're ready, and if you're tired of the bullshit, and if you're tired of the vibrations of lack that you witness everyone around you live from, if you're tired of scarcity, if you know it's not real, but you're not sure where to begin, this is for you. But I also want to say this container is going to really push you in your leadership. It's going to really shift a lot for you. And I just want you to make sure you're ready for that. You're also going to experience next level miracles with money in this container. It's just what it is. You will be in the flow of miracles around money specifically, and anything abundance related. You will experience next level synchronicity. And most importantly, I will nurture you in this space along with the others we co-create with, to trust yourself, to believe in all of it so that you can receive it in your physical reality. What an honor it is to support you in this. What an honor it is to have your time, energy, and attention, even if it is for this one episode. I have a lot to share, and there will be many more episodes to come, but I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. The gratitude and appreciation I have for you right now listening, for those that have listened for so long, for those that have just discovered me, for those that have given me even an ounce of their time. I thank you so deeply, because your time is valuable. Your heart is valuable. And I take very seriously what I say here, because I want you to walk away feeling empowered. I want you to walk away and see what you're here to create, and feel inspired to see what you're here to bring through, what God wants to channel through your vessel. This isn't about me. This is about you. And this is about you finally stepping into your power and letting everything fall into place that is here to support you in that power. Thank you for being here.